Hey guys, what's going on? It is Dylan back again with another DJI Mavic Mini tutorial video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve the dolly zoom or vertigo effect. It's the exact same effect, it's just, you know, two different names for it. But so just a little background real quick. The DJI Mavic II Zoom has this feature built in because the Mavic 2 Zoom actually has a camera that you can zoom in and out, and to achieve the dolly zoom or vertigo effect, you actually have to be able to zoom or emulate zooming via, zooming digitally, which we can do in post when we're editing our footage. So without any further ado, here is two example clips of the dolly zoom and vertigo effect shot right here on the Mavic Mini. So what we're going to want to do is, you notice how I had a big, huge water tower, an object, man-made, doesn't matter if it's tree, no matter what the point of interest, no matter what your subject or object is, you kind of need something, you know, pretty prominent like that in your shot to either be physically flying towards with your drone or away from with the drone. Once you have something like that, such as this water tower, we're going to go ahead and take the drone up and we're going to get into position to get our footage. Okay, so as you can see on my smartphone, I'm using the DJI Fly App, which is the app you use to control and monitor the DJI Mavic Mini. I have my tower in center frame. I'm relatively close to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit record, and I'm actually going to stay on the same plane and just go straight away from the tower while facing it with the camera, as you can see. So I'm going to pull back on the right stick and I'm just going to fly away, and I'm gonna do it for a good, anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds, something like that. Okay, so that is really all you need to do, but you can do this vertigo or dolly zoom effect in two different movements, towards something or away from something. So now that we've physically taken the drone away from the tower and got that clip, what I want to do now is take the drone back towards the tower. I'm going to hit record. I'm just going to push straight up on the right stick, and we're going straight towards the tower. Of course, be careful, guys, that you don't straight run into something. I could be a little above the tower or a little below the tower. It really wouldn't matter, but we're going to call that good. Now guys, that is literally as simple as it is. That's all we have to do as far as capturing footage with our drone, with our DJI Mavic Mini or our Mavic 2 Pro, Phantom, any of the drones that, other than the 2 Zoom, which already has this feature built in, but that's the whole point of this video. We're going to emulate it using editing. So I'm going to get into Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm going to show you guys how you import your clips, and we'll get to dolly zooming or vertigo effecting.
Okay, so now that I am in Adobe Premiere Pro, the first thing I'm going to do is drag the 2 clips over that I captured earlier at the park. Now guys, don't get hung up on the idea or thought that you have to have Adobe Premiere Pro to do this, because you absolutely do not. If you're in Final Cut Pro, Sony Vegas, just about any basic editing program, you should be able to do digital zoom via framing. We're going to use keyframes to basically do some digital zooming on these clips. So if you have any kind of editing knowledge at all, you're going to kind of understand and relate to your video editing program of choice if it doesn't happen to be Premiere Pro. So what I'm doing right now is I'm finding the spot in my clip where I actually start going backwards with the drone, and I'm going to mark my in and out points. And so come on, computer. We'll call it from there to there. Good. Now I'm going to drag my clip over here. Okay, guys, so I have to say real quick, I'm actually going to just be exporting this as a 1080p video, and so that's what I have my settings set up to. Well, I shot in the highest resolution that you could with the DJI Mavic Mini, which is 2.7K, so I automatically need to go up here, and then on my scaling, I need to go to 71% because I know that's the full amount of picture that my drone caught. I'm just downscaling it, you know, to 1080p. Okay, so now from here, this is what you have to understand. Think of it like this. Whichever way your drone is whatever it's doing, which we're going away from the object, which is the water tower. So we're kind of like, in a way, we're zooming out from it. We're going away from it. You want to do just the opposite with digital zoom. So in this clip, you see we're going away from the water tower. So what we want to tell the digital zooming to do is we want it to zoom in, because it's doing the opposite of what the drone's doing. So how do we achieve this? So what we do is, up here you'll notice earlier that I click this little icon right here, and that's going to allow us to set keyframes. Now, since I want to zoom in, I know that at 71%, I'm as far zoomed out as I can, because see, if you'll come out more like this, you'll see that you see these ugly black bars, and you don't want that. So I'm going to keep it at 71. I know I'm as far as out. And then by the time it gets clear to the end right here, I want it to basically zoom in to about, I don't know, 115 or so. And so what that's doing is it's digitally zooming in. But the drone is flying further away, so you'd have two opposite things going. But guys, now look at the horizon back behind the water tower. See how it's doing like that weird little warpy looking thing? That is the effect we're looking for. That is your vertigo effect, or dolly zoom. So now we're going to do the other clip here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my in and out points again. Here's where I start going forward. And then I'm going to stop it right about there. Drag this clip over. And then, just like last time, guys, I need to go to here, set a keyframe, and then I'm just going to start off at 71 right now, just because I know that's seeing everything. Okay, so now let's think of this. We are, from the drone, it is like we are zooming into the water tower. So what do we need to do with our digital zoom? That's right, just the opposite, which means we are going to zoom out. So in this case, instead of starting out as far as we can and going and zooming in, we need to zoom out. So how we do that is we start off digitally zoomed in like this, let's say at 115, and then at the very end we want to be zoomed out digitally as far as we can, which will be 71. So now, if you'll notice, look at the horizons, kind of the easiest way to tell. And you'll really be able to, you know, see a lot better in the video, guys. I'll show it again as I close this video out. I've already showed the clips earlier, but just really keep an eye on like the horizon, and you can see how it's just kind of got this weird looking, warpy looking effect to it. And that is your dolly zoom and vertigo effect. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash that thumbs up button. Also, please be sure to subscribe, as I will continue to have more DJI Mavic Mini videos like this upcoming in the future. As always, guys, I enjoyed it. This is Dylan.